Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella. He rises! And that should get the job done. And it's Kluivert. And one more try!
Ajax definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
He has a look up. He's got full. Oh, it's come off the upright. Chance, surely! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Nice-looking ball. Chips it through. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Dixon. Conte. Kluivert. Little pass back. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. James is always looking to play quality balls. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's Kukçu. Some good work on the right flank here. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
James. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Gerrard. Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Isco going full steam ahead down the left flank. Cross goes in there. Rummenigge might just make this. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Now there's a fine ball. Kukçu. Dixon, nicely aimed pass. Isco. That's good running with the ball. He's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. And it's Kukçu. Great ball, and he's in here. Ajax looking to shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kukçu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that was and a chance! He's got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. Costa Curta. And he's whipped it across. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And that's a good ball. It's Lewandowski! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Gerrard can so cleverly bypass the press. Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. Kukçu. And it's Isco. Now that looks a decent ball. That is lovely. And here's Kukçu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shevchenko. And he's running through. Shoots! Well, there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Ajax have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Lewandowski! Rodri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. Shevchenko. Varane calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Cruyff. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Cruyff goes steaming forward. Can he finish? And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Gerrard, looking for a runner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Dixon. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It's Kluivert! Oh, that was no routine save.
Kluivert clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Lewandowski. Kluivert. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ajax can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And now the breakaway. Tries to pass it through. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Shevchenko. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. Now it's Cruyff. So what can they make of this? Oh, that's fabulous. And it's James. And he plays one through. Cruyff! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 22, Platini. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
Gerrard. Number 19, Reece James.
Royce is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
Yamal. Number 10, Royce. Number 15,
Mateus.
Francesco Totti.
Drive.
Number 7,
Neymar! He has done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay.
And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.